How are you, my fans, sneak peepers, and curious friends? I am difficult and demanding. If you want to know my real name, then hold still, and I might bring your wish to fruition. Before we begin, you can find this podcast show in iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Blueberry, Google Play Music, TuneIn, YouTube, and Stitcher. This is the I'm Difficult and Demanding podcast, keeping it real, uncensored, and shooting straight between the eyes. The third eye, that is. I am going to hit you with explicit truth. This solo show is outrageously honest and keenly witty with a view into life. Yes, I said life. That's what we do every day when we wake up from sleeping. We are living life. Well, some of us at least. Let's get something straight. Really, really straight. I am truly, actually, habitually, and shamelessly difficult and demanding. And I completely own it. Now, I don't ask for much because I expect and receive it all. I firmly believe that if you expect shit, you will receive shit. What does that mean? Well, it means expect nothing but the best and don't settle for less. As always, I, your host, Tara, am keeping it real and uncensored. It's that time again. It's time for you to come back to me. So come on, come to me. I've been waiting for you to come into my world and unplug from your life and dive all into episode 59 of the I'm Difficult and Demanding podcast. Hold on to me. Hold on to all of me. Can you do that? Hold on to me, and I'll do the same to you. Oh, I see. I feel what's going on. You want to pull away. Is that what you want? You need some time, some space. You don't know what you want. You want to run, to bail, to slip away. Well, here's the good news. I only keep things that want to be kept. I can hold on or I can let you go. So what do you want to do now? Before I begin, I am going to do a call out. What's a call out? Well, it's not a shout out. I am calling out you motherfucking lurkers. If you have entered my world, then be honest with yourself about it. You want to be here, and you know I want you here, so follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Finally, climb aboard and enjoy the entire show, because I am giving you plenty of ridiculous honesty. Once the podcast episode ends, I am keeping it going on my Instagram page at Difficult and Demanding and on my Twitter page at Mrs. D and D. Hold me. Hold on to me. Never let me go. Tighter. Hold on to me tighter. Merge me with you. We're inseparable. We're one. Our hearts beat as one. Our breath is synchronized. Do you feel me? Do you need me? Do you desire me? You have to. You must. What is life without me? There was no life prior to me. Come on, grab me. Take me. You don't have to resist. You don't have to restrain anymore. Come on, come to me. Take me and never let me go. Hold on to me for dear life. How does it feel to hold on to me, to need me? It's not like anything else now, is it? I'm unlike any other. I know. You've been trying very, very hard to place this feeling, haven't you? You can't place it, can you? Can you place it? So you are obsessed. You're obsessed because you can't place the feeling, but you know you want more. You know that, don't you? You want to have something to compare this to. But let me tell you this. There is nothing. There's no one else. So stop trying to compare. This is by design. It's all by design. You have to surrender to me and just hold on to me. Hold on to all of me. Can you do that? Hold on to me, and I'll do the same to you. Hold on to all there is and will ever be. Oh, I get it. I see. I feel what's going on. You're overwhelmed. Why? Why are you overwhelmed? Is it too much? Huh? Say it's too much. Say I'm too much. Say it. Say it. Say it now. You want to pull away? Huh? Is that what you want? Oh, you don't know what you want. You're being pulled into many different directions, right? Here's the thing. I'm the one that's pulling you in all directions. It's me. It's always been me. Now you want to run, to bail, to slip away? I got you. Yes, I got you. You're not going any fucking place. I know your next move before you do. I can read your ass. My heat, my fire is too much? No. I thought you liked it hot. That's what I thought. That's what you told me. Huh? Or now you want to cool off? Well, here's the thing. I've got something for that too. I can give it to you any way you want. I can give it to you any way you like. I can give it to you any way you serve it to me. And I can give it to you any way you motherfucking deserve. Yeah. That's what makes me so magically haunting. That's what I said. Magically haunting. Enchanting. You can never run from me. You can never run from me. But you want to go nonetheless, right? You need to pull away. You need to pull away. Have I held on too tight to you? Okay, I see. Well, I'm going to accommodate you. Yes, you want to go? You feel I've held on to you too tight? You feel my heat is too much? I told you I got something for you. I got something else for you. I'm going to accommodate you. I am going to please you. I've let you go. Goodbye. Be gone. Oh, you're shook. Why are you shook? Why are you so confused? You don't understand how this works now, do you? You don't understand how someone can hold on so tight and yet push you so hard and so far away. You're shaken. You should be shaken. Huh? Yeah. I can hold you very close. So intensely. Yeah. Yeah, I can hold you very close and intensely. And I can push you the fuck away faster than you can fucking blink. Do you know who the fuck I am? Huh? Do you know who the fuck I am? And do you know what the fuck I am? Oh, you don't know. You're confused. You've never been asked that question again. So I'm going to say it to you much clearer and more slowly. Do you know who the fuck I am? Huh? Do you know what the fuck I am? I'm whatever the hell I need to be. Yes, I specialize in serving people. I serve whatever the fuck I receive from you. Yes, I will serve you what you serve me. I ride motherfuckers like a wave. Yes, I ride you like a wave. Oh yeah, you thought you could yo-yo me. No, motherfucker, please. Now listen to me very closely. Listen to me very closely. Hold out one of your palms. Hold it up a little higher. Not too high, but not too low. Now slightly cup the palm of your hand. Just a little. Now close your eyes. Are they closed? You got to close them completely. That's the only way this is going to work. Hold out one of your palms, cup it slightly, and close your eyes. Now I want you to imagine a leaf in the palm of your hands. Yeah, I want you to imagine a leaf in the palm of your hands. Now you need to lean forward toward that palm. Have you done it? Good. Make an O, the letter O, with your lips. Say it with me. O, O. I want it shaped perfectly like an O. Now, are your lips shaped like the letter O? Good. Now, I want you to blow ever so slightly into the palm of your hands. Okay, you see how that feels? Now next, imagine you have a leaf in the palm of that hand and you blow on it. What happens when you blow on a leaf? Well, if you don't know, I want you to open your eyes and look at the palm of your hand that you cupped. What do you see? You should see nothing. Do you see nothing? You better, because there was nothing in your motherfucking palm to begin with, because we were using our imagination. But if you see a goddamn leaf in your hand, you have some bigger and other issues, and that's for a separate and next episode. But most of you should see nothing in your palm. You should see nothing in your palm. There should not be a damn thing in your palm. You know why? Because that leaf that you imagined, you blew away and now it's gone. So when you ask me to let you go, to let you pull away, that leaf that you blew away in your imagination, it was me. Now bye, bitch, bye. Yeah. Bye, bitch, bye. You blew it away. You got rid of me and you got rid of yourself at the same damn time. Yes, with a simple blow. Whew. Blow me away, blow you away. We don't exist. Poof, gone. Yeah. What you think about that? Oh, you think I'm vicious? Don't be that way. Don't be that way. I'm giving you what you want. I'm making it easier for you to go. That's what you want, right? Oh, you wanted me sad, hurt, distressed, distraught. Why? Why would I be that way? You're the one that wanted the distance. You're the one that wanted the time. You're the one who wanted to motherfucking cool off. Well, I've just served you some fucking ice. I'm fire, I'm ice, and I'm everything in between. I'm here, and I'm not. Do I want to go? No. No, I don't. Do I have a problem with letting you go? Hell no. No, not at all. I do not have the slightest problem with letting you go. You see, I only keep things that want to be motherfucking kept. Say it again. I only keep what wants to be kept. That's what I said, because that's what the fuck you heard. You think I'm cold? No. I'm very smart. I'm very, very, very smart. And I'm too precious for fucking bullshit. Yours or anyone else's. So fly, birdie, fly. I'll catch you in the next fucking lifetime. Why are you hesitating? Here, let me help you. Here's the door. See your ass through it. You or no motherfucker will play with my mind or my heart. So I'm making it really easy for you. You want to go? Go. You don't have to worry about my feelings, because I've set you free. And now I can let a motherfucker who knows what the hell they want take your goddamn place. I'll say it again. You want to go? You want some space? You want some time? You're goddamn confused. You want to find yourself. It's too soon. Whatever pussy ass motherfucking excuse that you have. I've set you free. I've set you free so that a real motherfucker who knows what the hell they want can step and take your goddamn place. There's no room for the fucking meek. So what do you want to do? I hold on to you as long as you want me to. Or more importantly, as long as I want to. I can also let you go if you act as such, meaning you want to go. So how do you want to do this? What do you guys think about that narrative, huh? A lot of us struggle. Holding on, letting go, holding on, letting go. People giving mixed goddamn signals. You seeing what the hell you want to see. All this confusing ass bullshit that we deal with, right? To hold on, to let go. To hold on, to let go. What does he mean? What does she mean? Do they really want to be with me? No, they don't want to be with me. What is it today? Is it on? Is it off? If we're on, are we off? Is it hot? Is it motherfucking cold? All this fucking confusion, mayhem, chaos, and shit that's being caused with our minds and fucking hearts. Why we tolerate that bullshit? Huh? Why? Why? You got too many motherfuckers on the face of this earth to sit here and tolerate some mayhem like this. Why would you ever deal with that fucking bullshit? Huh? If you found one, you can find another motherfucker. Don't you understand that? Where there's one, there's another one. 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 It never motherfucking ends until you want it to end. So why? Why settle for bullshit? Why settle for confusion? Why settle for chaos? Shit. Why? Huh? Why? Why hold on to something that doesn't want to be kept? Shit. Why work that hard? Life is too fucking hard to try to hold on to some shit that wants to be free. Set that shit free. Set yourself free. Hold on to something that wants to be kept. Because if something wants to be kept, that means it wants to be with you. And when something wants to be with you, someone wants to be with you, that half the battle. The other part is to figure out, do you want that motherfucker? If they right for you or not. to hold on, to let go. Hold on, let go. So many of us go back and forth like fucking tennis matches or ping pong. Hold on, let go. Hold on, let go. Why? Why are we scared to let someone go? Huh? Why do we hold on to some shit that you know is not good for you? Why do you do that? Why? Why? Who told you that there's no one after that motherfucker, son of a bitch? Who told you that shit? Who told you to put your mind, heart, body, and soul through continuous torture of wondering if it is or it's not? Who told you it's okay to be insecure, afraid, worried about someone being in your life? Who told you if you don't hold on to this lazy, no good son of a bitch that there will be no one else to come in your life? Who told you that shit? Because it was all a goddamn lie. Why are you scared to let someone go? How less do you think of yourself that you don't think anyone else will see the gem that you are? Why be afraid? Why are you afraid? Huh? You're afraid people smell your fear. People prey on your fear. And they hold you hostage with that fucking fear. They make you think that there's no other, there's nothing better because of your fucking fear. Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid to let go? Huh? Why are you afraid to be empty-handed and free? Why are you afraid? Huh? Why? Can anyone answer that fucking question for me? Why are you afraid? What? Because you don't see anyone in front of you today? So you don't see it today? You don't think someone new could be around the motherfucking corner for you? Why are you afraid? Why live a life in fucking fear? It's a choice. Who told you you should be scared? Who told you you're undeserving? Who told you you are unworthy? Who told you there's no one better? How is that possible? Living with fear, living in fear, you're going to attract subpar, low standard, half-ass, pussy-footing, mixed signal motherfuckers. That's what the fuck you're going to get. You are of the highest value. You are of the highest worth. And when you know that, you can weave through half-stepping, half-ass, beat around the bush, mixed signal people. You don't have to deal with that. You can see it a mile away, blind, crippled, and goddamn crazy. Why do we waste our time with fucking trash and motherfucking bums? You don't like the way I say it? You know what? I am dramatic. I am animated. I am theatrical. And I like to make a motherfucking point. When I say trash, I mean someone who is below what you're worth. Why aim low? When you aim low, you get low. You got to aim as high as possible. Aim high so you can get as much as possible. But the question I ask you is, why are you scared to let someone go? And I feel that you don't have an answer for me. You never thought you were scared. You're scared because you're holding on to a dream. You're holding on to a fantasy. You're holding on to some actions and behaviors that someone displayed for a short duration to hook you, to capture your heart, to capture your mind. And once they hooked you, they showed you who they really are. You're afraid because you didn't think that you could get someone better than the last motherfucker. So now you're holding on to this one for dear life. And what I'm trying to tell you is, if you found that son of a bitch, you can find another. And you can keep tossing these motherfuckers until you get what you deserve. Why you think, because a person tells you they love you, they like you, they cherish you, that means you're bound to this one? If a person's words and their actions do not match, that means it's a lie in that bitch. Listen to what the hell I said. Actions and words must align. And when actions and words do not align, do not match, that is a big ass red goddamn flag. That's a signal. That means you back the fuck up. You go in reverse and you go beep, beep, beep. You back your shit up. Why don't we guard our heart? You want to be afraid? What you should be afraid of is letting the wrong motherfucker have access to your heart. Because when you have decided to take a proactive approach to taking care of your heart, you start looking at life through a different lens. You start seeing things that you've never seen because you realize that your heart is the utmost treasure. It's the most priceless possession that you have. Do you go around giving your priceless possessions to just anyone? No, you wouldn't do that shit. Would you leave your goddamn jewelry on the fucking stop sign, the street corner? No, you wouldn't do that. So why would you leave your motherfucking heart for fucking hobos to do whatever the fuck they want with it? Why would you do that shit? Oh, you think I sound harsh? Well, let me tell you this. If a person doesn't know how to treat your mind, body, heart, and soul with the utmost respect, adoration, and care, that's a goddamn hobo to me. That's a bum. It is. You're giving your stuff away to someone who is unworthy. Now, they may have appeared to be worthy in the motherfucking beginning, but when that son of a bitch did an about face, did a turn, and start showing you some things that just didn't line the fuck up with the value, the highest value of what you are, you should have dropped that son of a bitch faster than your eye could goddamn blink. You are in control. You have the power. You do not be afraid of any motherfucking thing. You guard your heart like you're a knight. You protect that shit. And you let your guard down as long as things look and sound right. But when things don't match, things don't align, you go on guard. You go on the offensive. Yes. We're too worried about what other people think. We're too worried about how other people feel. We're too worried about what other people think about us. Fuck that shit. You need to be concerned about what you think and how you feel about you. Because if you held yourself in accordance to what you really are, which is priceless, you wouldn't be scared to let anything go that was not worthy of you. Now, maybe this is my line of thinking. I don't wear things that are not worthy of me. I don't drive things that are not worthy of me. I don't live in things that are not worthy of me. That is how that works. You think the highest, you get the highest. You think the fucking lowest, you can connect those motherfucking dots. I'm asking you to get rid of fear. Fear attracts scum, worthless people who don't give a fuck about you. They smell your fear. They latch onto it. They feed off of it. And they feed it. They're not going to make you feel stronger. They're not going to make you feel better. No, they're going to keep chipping away and inflating that fear. And that is how you feel worthless. You should never be afraid. Especially when it comes to your mind, heart, body, and soul. You have to be fearless. You have to be a warrior. You have to be a goddamn ninja. You got to be a motherfucking sniper when it comes to looking after yourself. And when I say looking after yourself, I don't mean have your guard up, which means you're closed off from the world. What I mean is that you look after yourself. You go on the offensive, not the defensive. When the president travels, he has a Secret Service. The Secret Service is not going around busting caps and motherfucking asses every time they look at the president. No, they only do anything if there's a threat. Otherwise, they're there to say, don't fuck with the president. That's how you need to be. Your heart, your mind, your body, and soul is the goddamn president. Your intuition, your good judgment, your experience, that is the fucking Secret Service. And you need to roll like your Secret Service is your goddamn entourage. You got to roll like that. You can't come off like some punk bitch, weak ass motherfucker with no self-esteem. People will use you. They will abuse you. They will fucking toss you. They will pick you the fuck up and then they will run the fuck over you and grind you into the motherfucking dust. Do you understand? Now you may think I'm harsh. You may think I'm exaggerating, but I know there's somebody out there who is listening to me that this relates to. People think because you're kind, you're fucking weak. Kindness is not weakness. Having a heart is not weakness. And you must not let someone treat it as such. You must not give someone the impression that just because you're kind, you're weak. Just because you're compassionate, you're a punk. No. You can be kind and loving and be shrewd and astute. No. When you're kind and loving and people do you wrong, that makes you not want to love. That makes you want to close off and shut yourself off from the world. But why do you want to do that? You don't want to do that. You do that, your life changes. You do that, you get worthless people coming to you. You don't want worthless people around you. You want the best. And you won't settle for less. Why are we scared to hold on to someone? This is the other flip side of the coin. When you have someone who's good to you and good for you, a number of you guys, you mess that shit up because you feel unworthy. You feel undeserving. You don't trust the love, the care, the time, and the attention that someone's giving to you. So what do? You go do some stupid shit. You cheat. You're disrespectful. You lie. You're abusive. You're neglectful. You do all this shit to ruin a good thing. Now, when you say, Tara, when you put it like that, shit, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Who fucks up a good thing? Only a fucking fool. A too big clown ass goddamn fool will fuck up a good thing because they feel insecure. They are afraid. We go through life and we don't think about what we're doing and why. We're repulsed by feeling good. We're fearful of being happy. We're skeptical of being loved. That shit seems off as hell to me. All of us talk about we want a connection. All of us talk about how we want to be loved. All of us tell us to talk about how we want to find the right one. And when you get one, a good one, you take it for granted. You piss it away. You act like you're entitled to it. You act like it's not going to go anywhere. You act like finding a good person is something very easy to do. Like you can pick that shit up from the grocery store. No. Where we get this fucked up shit from in our head, where we hold on to the shit that's no good for us and we let go the people who are good for us. What in the world is in our goddamn coffee and water? Because that makes no motherfucking sense to me. Good people, right people, loving people, respectful, compassionate people, that shit is hard to find. It's hard to find. So why not treasure it like the money in your wallet and your bank account? Why not treasure it like the jewels that you keep at home? Why do we pay more time, attention, and care to material things and fucked up people? Yeah, I said it because that's what the fuck you heard. I said fucked up people. Why? Why do we disregard and disrespect the things that are good for us? Why do we take it as an entitlement when it's a motherfucking privilege and a goddamn blessing? Why? You don't think about it that way, do you? And now some of you people thinking, well, I've been trying to figure that shit out. Yeah, you've been trying to figure that shit out. But let me ask you this. Have you figured it out? No, you're not working that motherfucking hard to figure it out. You're telling me you're trying to figure it out. You have taken a moment to try to figure that out. But you don't want an answer. You really don't want an answer. Because that requires you to go deep, to dig deep within yourself to realize what the fuck is wrong with you. So it's easier to put yourselves in situations and relationship that's going to dog you out over and over and over again. Because at least then if someone's dogging you the fuck out, you got someone to blame. But if you want to get a better life, then you need to start taking a hard look at yourself. But that means you got to hold yourself accountable, which means that you are responsible. And you don't want to point the finger at you. It's easier to point your finger at this motherfucker, the next motherfucker, the next motherfucker, next. The next motherfucker, the next motherfucker, the next motherfucker, less. That's what we want to do. Because it's easy. But it's not easy. It appears easy, but it's not easy. You're digging a fucking grave. You're digging your own fucking ditch. That's not a way to a fulfilling life. That's a way to a fucked up, miserable, unhappy life, unfulfilled life, where you're saying all men are dogs, or when you're saying all women are worthless. No, that's not true. That's your truth. And your truth, we already know, is motherfucking flawed. It's not real. You can't just peanut butter spread a whole bunch of women, a whole bunch of men and say they're dogs or they're worthless or they're gold diggers because of your bad choices, because of your bad experiences, because you don't want to do the work. Huh? So you walk around with a goddamn chip on your shoulder saying men are like this, women are like this. No, you are like that. And because you are like that, you are attracting that. But if you change your mind, your heart, and you change what you attracted, then you want to have a whole different point of view, a whole different perspective on what men and women could actually be, on what they are. You attract what you are. You don't like that? People typically don't like what the fuck I gotta say. But I'm usually authentically right. You want more. You want better. What work are you putting in for it? What are you willing to do for it? How dirty are you willing to get for it? Meaning dirty, how far on your dark side are you willing to go to evaluate why you do what you do? Because if it was me, I would go dark. I would go fucking deep. And I wouldn't come the fuck out until it was all sorted out and clean. I don't like settling. I fucking hate it. And when I realize that what I want and what I have don't match, don't align, we got an issue. I don't like problems. I deal with that shit head on, face first. Let's fix this shit because I don't like settling. I don't need to settle. I don't deserve to settle. And I'm not going to settle. Now, what that means is I weed through a lot of random, unnecessary people. Yes, I do that. Because I'm comfortable in my shoes on what I deserve, what I will get, and what I will have. Do you have that? You got to get rid of the fear. You got to step outside yourself, your emotions, your insecurities, and all the other issues you're dealing with. And you got to start looking at things very logically and trust your instincts. Just because something feels good and it makes you uncomfortable, it doesn't mean that it's bad for you. And just because something sounds good and feels bad, that's a sign you need to get rid of that shit. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Some of you are in relationships that feel good, but scare the fuck out of you because they feel good. So you let them go. And then some of you are in relationships that look good, that sound good, and feels fucking horrible, but yet you hold on to that shit. It's ass backwards. And when asses become our faces, then that will become the new norm. But as far as I'm concerned, the ass is in the back of you and your faces should be in the front of you. And we're ass backwards. So next question I want to know is, do you know how to let someone go? You say, yes, I know. It's very simple. Yeah, it's so simple, but you can't do it. You only do it under extreme circumstances. When you have had enough, you are at your limit, and it's like the point of no return. Why is letting go so difficult? It's only difficult if you think that there's nothing else out there for you. But that's not the mindset I want you to have. I want you to have the mindset that when it's time for you to let something go, that means there's something else on its way to you. And while you're waiting for that right thing to arrive to you, you should sample and explore, not commit, sample and explore so you can figure out what it is that you do want and what it is that you don't want. so that when the right thing comes to you, you can identify it. You can't identify the right thing until you have a clear mind and heart. If you're still looking for things that have not served you well in the past or the present, if you're still looking for that, you're going to miss your blessing. You're going to miss the one that is good for you. You can't get what's right for you until you can identify it. Nothing is going to come up and slap you in the damn face and say, hey, I am what you're looking for. Because when you do know it's what you're looking for, some of you don't know what to do with it. So you have to get clear. And letting go is as simple as saying, thank you for your time. I appreciate you, what you have done for me, what you have offered me, and what we have shared. But things have changed for me, and this is no longer right for me. So I want to say I will care for you forever. But at this point in time, we must say goodbye. I wish you well. I send you with love, and I have the utmost gratitude and appreciation for you. But this relationship is over as we know it. Maybe we can be friends. Maybe we cannot be friends, but I will always hold you near and dear. But this relationship is over. What you think about that? Simple, sweet, respectful, self-honoring to you and the other person. Yeah. It's as simple as that. You feel guilty? Why are you going to feel guilty? That other person's here to take care of themselves, and you are here to take care of yourself. People can handle it, especially when you treat them with love and respect. And if the person you're letting go, they don't want to be let go, well, you know what? They need to go work that out, because no one can keep you in a relationship where you do not want to be. You can't be in a relationship that you don't want to be. So if you're staying out of guilt, out of obligation, that's not a relationship. That's an employment fucking contract in which you are not getting paid and you're miserable as hell. But that's not a relationship. Do you know how to hold on? Yeah, holding on requires that you know how to love. You know how to be vulnerable. You know how to be open and exposed. That's how you hold on. When you got something good in your life, you got to be able to put yourself out there. You got to be able to lay your cards on the table and be exposed and do what you do and do it well. And don't be ashamed of how you love. A number of us go through relationships and experiences and we feel bad because we love so hard. People have made us feel guilty or wrong because we love so hard. No, there's nothing wrong with loving how you love. What's wrong is showing that love to the wrong, unworthy goddamn motherfuckers who don't deserve it. That's where you're going wrong. We love how we love because that is how it's written. That is how we're designed. Each person is unique. Recently, I've learned that this is how I love. And I am not going to change how I motherfucking love. I go hard, I go home. I'm fire or I'm ice. And I used to feel bad about that shit. Why should I feel bad about how I love? Either you can take it or you can't. If you can't take it, bye, motherfucker. If you can, I got a lot to give. So come to me. Come to me all day and all goddamn night because I got something for your ass. That's for those who can handle me. And I don't know if it comes with age, wisdom, or whatever, but you got to own what the hell you are. You got to own how you are. And you got to be able to identify the right person who's worthy. And you may identify someone and initially everything may be fine. And then the person seems like they no longer got some damn sense. You got to toss their ass to the side and move the fuck on. You can't change anyone. You got to read the signs and bounce before you get too deep and it's too motherfucking late. But holding on, you hold on to what feels right and what your instincts say are right. And then you treasure, you worship, you treat that person like a god or a goddess or a king or a queen. That is what you do. And when they start showing signs that they are not worthy of being treated as a god or a goddess or a queen or goddamn king, you toss that motherfucking asses to the side like a fucking pawn and peasant and you move the fuck on. So either they'll get it together or they'll get the fuck on. Listen to what the fuck I said. Listen to what I said. You find somebody, you love them. Things are going well. They start showing their true motherfucking colors or acting like a 2-bit motherfucking clown. At that point in time, That is when you read the signs and say, you know what? I need to back the fuck up, back away, because I'm not liking the way this shit looks. And you may decide when you're backing up and you're backing away that you don't want to be in that relationship. And that's what you do. You move the fuck on. Just because you told someone you loved them in the past doesn't mean you have to keep loving that motherfucker in the present or the future. Listen to what I said. We take saying I love you as something that we have to, it holds us to the rest of our motherfucking life. No, you love a person as long as it works for you. But if they can't appreciate and respect the love that you bring, you need to set their motherfucking asses free and get someone who is worthy of your time, attention, and care. The only person that you really have to be loyal to, have an obligation to, is your fucking self. We have some false sense of pride of being loyal to other people and letting ourselves get dogged the fuck out. I'm telling you, fuck that shit. It's a new day. It's a new goddamn dawn. And you need to come first. Everybody else comes second. If you can't take care of yourself and you can't love yourself, how the fuck you gonna be in a relationship with someone else? Huh? That's why we get mistreated. That's why we get taken for granted, because we sit around and let our asses be steamrolled by a motherfucker who says they love you. People who love you, they will treat you how you deserve to be treated. And if that person can't get their shit straight and they can't keep their shit straight, they need to get the fuck out of your face. That's how it needs to be. You think I sound cold? Maybe I am. But the fact is, you won't see me motherfucking boo-hooing and crying about saying, why this? Why that? Fuck that. It is or it ain't. If it ain't, you got to go. If it is, let's motherfucking flow. That's what it is. There's no half-stepping. There's no second-guessing. There's no beating around the fucking bush. Either it is or it's not. Man the fuck up. Woman the fuck up. Say what you mean what the fuck you say. Don't tell me you love me and you act like you don't. Because if your shit don't match, your ass is getting kicked out. Simple as that. You getting kicked out. I don't have time for that shit. And I suggest you guys look at it that way also. Don't let people drag you around like a motherfucking dog on a leash. Read their asses. Keep checking their asses to make sure they're doing what they need to be doing. And if not, you need to get rid of them. Do you know when to hold on? Do you know when to let go? You hold on when it feels right, it looks right, your instincts are right, and it's going right. You let go when the shit don't look right, the shit don't sound right, the shit don't feel right, and your instinct says that motherfucker's not right. I can't make it any more simpler. You cannot see what the fuck you want to see. You need to see what is in front of your face. You need to see a spade for a fucking spade. Don't try to convince yourself a spade is a goddamn circle or a diamond. No, you need to see it for what it is. You have to look after yourself. We have to learn how to care for ourselves better. We sit here and second guess ourselves. No, maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe this is not what it is. Fuck a maybe. Fuck a maybe. If you're wrong, you will communicate and the shit will be ironed out. If you're not wrong, at least you didn't let the shit go too far when you're heartbroken and you're distraught. You got to get smart. You got to get proactive. You don't owe anyone anything. The only one that you have a duty to is yourself. And you need to treat yourself like the most important person because you are. You are. Don't fall for people's bullshit. People will show you what the fuck you want to see to get what the hell they want, and then they will toss you. And you're too precious for that. You are too precious for that. So how does it feel to hold on? And how does it feel to let go? Well, both, to be honest with you, can feel uncomfortable. If you don't know what you're doing, if you can't identify the situation. When you're all caught up in love and going fast and furious, it's very difficult for us to take a moment to step the fuck back and look at the situation. We don't want to look at the situation. We don't want to analyze it because we feel like these emotions and everything else like that, you feel like they're fleeting. They're going to go and we'll never have it again. So we go with the flow. We let ourselves get caught up. We get caught up and then we get fucked up because we miss the signs that are in front of our face. That is why you need to pace yourself. You got to control the momentum of the relationship. If one person's going too fucking fast, that's a red flag. You need to slow down, pace yourself, create a little distance. If one person's going too fucking slow, that's another sign. You need to look at that, try to speed it up and get the right rhythm. We go too hard too fast. Now, I did say I love hard. But loving hard doesn't mean I gotta be fucking stupid. I gotta be in control of myself. I gotta measure myself. I have to look out for myself. You don't let yourself go wild and free and put yourself in the circumstances which you are in jeopardy. No, you have to look out for yourself. You have to pace yourself. You can feel what you want to feel, but you cannot let your emotions cloud your judgment on what you're experiencing and what you're seeing. Because what you see today will be what you see tomorrow. And what you see tomorrow will be much worse than what you see today. So if there's something that someone is doing that you don't like today, they're not going to change that shit. So either you learn to live with it or understand that it's only going to get worse. We have to be very smart. We have to be aware. We have to look at things that our instincts are pointing out, things we find odd, things we find exhilarating, exciting. We have to look at it all to make sure and vet that is right for us every step of the way. We just can't put blindfolders on, plug our fucking ears, close our mouths, and tie our arms and hands behind our back and hope for the best. No, you have to take the steering wheel for your life, for your heart. You have to take the steering wheel. No one's going to drive that car for you. That's why we keep crashing and getting heartbroken, because we don't know what we're doing. Pace yourself in relationships. It's good to feel passionate and love and all into one another. But the faster you go, the sooner you crash. If you slow down and pace it, you can navigate and avoid crashing and enjoy yourself and let it go a lot longer instead of burning the hell out. We have to pace ourselves. But how does it feel? If you don't know what you're doing and you can't identify what's being done, it can feel uncomfortable. It can feel stressful. It can feel unfamiliar. But it's okay to feel these things. You got to learn how to sit in it, because it will pass and it will help you get clarity. If something makes you uncomfortable, that's a sign for you to take a step back and figure out what's going on. If something makes you apprehensive, that's a sign for you to take a step back and figure out what's going on. If something makes you so happy, full of bliss and joy, that's a sign for you to step back and see what's going on, to realize, oh, wow, this makes me happy. So maybe I can make a note of this and experience more of this so I can have my best life. All these feelings and emotions that we have, good and not good, or bad as some people like to call it, they're just signals for you to gain better self-awareness and make better decisions in life. That's what it's about. To help you navigate and pivot on your journey. It's about growth. The good and the not so good is all about growth for you. But we don't take the time to evaluate. We just put our blinders on. We put our foot on the accelerator. We don't strap on our seatbelt and we let it go. We have no idea what direction the road is headed in, if it's going to curve, go up or down. No, we're rolling with blindfolds on, and then we're wondering why we keep crashing. We keep crashing because of our choices. So how do you turn someone's interests up and down? Yes, we're in relationships. Feels like someone is slightly distant. They're pulling away. You're wondering what's happening or why. Do you know how to stoke the passion and desire to get that person back? Do you know what to do? Well, I'm going to give you a little clue. You want to create intrigue. You want to create mystery. How do you do that? Well, I believe in giving people what they give me. What that means is that you give what they give you. They're being kind, attentive, and loving. You're kind, attentive, and loving. They're distant and distracted. Then you become distant and distracted. They're busy off doing their own thing. Then you go off and be busy and do your own thing. Because what's going to happen is when you do the opposite of what you normally do, eventually that's going to catch that person's attention. And when you catch that person's attention again, basically their desire, their passion for you is coming back to life. But if someone seems distant and you keep chasing them, trying to understand, get them to do this, and this, talk about this, all they're going to do is keep running in the same direction. So if you want them to come back to you, you give them what they're giving you. And I'm not saying be malicious. I'm not saying be mean. I'm not saying be confrontational and aggressive. What I'm saying is, if you're on a scale of 1 to 5 and a person is distanced from you like a 2 or 3, then you make them feel what you're feeling. You give it to them at a 5. You always give them a tiny bit more than what they're giving you. That's what you do. And that will help you steer the course of relationship. That will also help you pace the relationship. But if one person is slowing down and you are speeding the fuck up to compensate for that person slowing down, it's not going to work. If someone is distancing themselves, that means they need to cool off for a little bit, cool off from the relationship. Doesn't mean they're done with the relationship. Just means they need to cool off from the relationship. So if someone wants to cool off, I believe in serving goddamn ice. I help them with that. Because when you give them what they're giving you, they will naturally start turning around and doing the opposite. So if they're being cold and distant, when you become cold and distant, then they will start to heat up and start giving you attention. And then that's when you start to heat up. But you will heat up slower than what they're heating up. Because when you heat up slower than what they're heating up, as far as showing you time, care, and attention, you will heat them up much, much faster. But if they've been cold and distant, and then you become cold and distant, and then they start showing you some attention, and then you go full throttle to 100, they will lose interest in you immediately. You want to stoke a small flame to make it a roaring fire. That means patience, diligence, and strategy to get what the fuck you need and what you want. And then you will learn how to heat up the relationship, how to cool it down. You will learn how to drive your relationship like a car. Now, you think that sounds manipulative? I think it sounds proactive, because you can ensure that your needs are being met, and you can ensure that you and your relationships, it does not burn out. You're pacing it. Just something to think about. So who's the maestro or the puppet master in a relationship? And the way I ask that question, it sounds very wrong, but someone has to take the lead and steering the energy and the connection of the relationship. You have to understand the dynamics of the people who are involved or in play in a relationship. You have to understand that if someone's going this fast and hard, eventually they're going to crash, they're going to lose interest, and they're going to pull away, and I'm going to feel distraught. So to keep the relationship or the person from crashing and burning, you slow it down. You slow it down by not being available as much. You slow it down by having other plans. You slow it down so that the person doesn't overeat on you so fast and they lose interest. You pace it. Does it create for some frustration? Yes. Does it create for some unpleasantness? Yes. But all you're doing with that is you're stoking the fire. You're keeping the fire of desire and passion and curiosity going. And that is what keeps a relationship feeling good and hot. You let it get hot, you let it cool off a little bit. Then you let it get hot again, you let it cool off a little bit. You don't let it overheat and you don't let it freeze. It's an art. Who does it? The person who has the knowledge on how to do it. The person who can take the emotional temperature in a relationship. And 9 times out of 10, the person who's more equipped to do that is the woman. It's the woman. You can control how the relationship goes. You're worried about making him upset? Don't worry too hard. He'll get the fuck over it. And you will find that you are happy and you are not being taken for granted and you get your needs met. But if you let someone who's going 100 miles a minute take over, you're going to be heartbroken and the relationship's going to crash. The person who has the better emotional maturity, wisdom, should be the one who paces the relationship. Especially if you really like the person, you can pace it and get what you need and have the relationship for longevity. So why do women compromise their standards and boundaries to get a man and make him happy and hope he stays? Yes, I've heard a number of stories where with these dating apps, there's women who are willing to do things that they don't want to do, they feel uncomfortable doing, but they're doing it to compete. They're doing it because they feel if they don't do it, then they won't get someone. They won't be in a relationship. They won't have someone. That's a slippery slope to be on. You don't want to be compromising your integrity. You don't want to be compromising your worth. You don't want to do that at all, because then you end up shortchanged in the long run. Some of you women with this millennial dating, you're having sex before you want to. You don't know the dude, but you feel compelled to do so. Let me tell you some real shit. You are having sex, giving your body over to a guy because 1, he thinks you're hot. 2, he wants you so bad that he acts like he can't live without you. And 3, after he gets you, he ditches you. But after you've given your body, you're attached. You're attached to him. You're emotionally, mentally, physically attached to this motherfucker who wasn't worthy of your time. But you did it in hopes to get time, care, love, and attention. I'm asking you to change your mindset. I'm asking you to learn how to play the fucking game. Yeah, play the fucking game. You see, why the guy is able to get in your pants is because he is catering to you emotionally. He's making you feel that you have a connection. It's special. It's unlike any other. And because it's so fiery and passionate that you must give in to it now, and you will live a life happily ever after. He's playing you because women and men bond differently. Women and men connect differently. Now, he's smart. He knows how you connect and how you bond, and he knows how to tap into that shit to get in between your legs. But what I want to tell you, I want to teach you is how to get him. And you want to know how you get a guy? You don't get a guy really with opening up your legs. You get him by getting him in his goddamn head. You get in his head. You mind fuck him. You make him wonder. You make him curious. You make him intrigued. You make him think, yeah, you can have me. You want to sleep with me? You can have me. But you can't have me because there's something about you that I can't figure out. You intrigue them. You puzzle them. You inflate them. You deflate them. You yo-yo them. You do all those things to intrigue them. You be a mystery. You determine, you know what? I don't want to sleep with you. But you don't tell them that. You make them wait. You make them wonder. You make them yearn. You make them long. You make them inquisitive. You make them try to figure you out. You make them chase you. You make them chase you. Because women, we love to be chased. We love to be desired. Men, they love to chase. But once they get you, the chase is over and they move the fuck on. So what I'm telling you to do is prolong the chase. You give them a slight taste. You give them a slight sample. You only give them what you're comfortable with. You tell him no, but yet. You tell him no and yes, yes and no. You tell him I like you, but. You tell them I want you, but. You tell him I will do so, but not yet because. You do that shit. You carrot dangle. You think it's teasing? Whatever. You want him to stick the fuck around. You want him to keep coming back. You make him chase you because he's designed to chase you. He's designed to conquer. If you give up the goods too soon, he's already planted his motherfucking flag and he's moved on to someone else. You want to intrigue. You want to be mysterious. You want to be a goddamn enigma. You don't want him to be able to figure you out, which means you don't lay all your goddamn cards on the table. I'm not saying being secretive. I'm saying you tell a little bit, you hold a little bit back. You tell a little bit, you hold a little bit back. You give a taste. You don't give the whole fucking kitchen. You give a taste. Then they keep coming back. So all of you who are out there sending these fucking naked selfie pictures and doing all this shit to hook that guy, nah, fuck that shit. You want some long run effects? You get in their head. You tease, you taunt, you entice, you excite. You make them think about you. The more they think about you, the more they want you, the more they chase you, the more they come around you, the more they try to convince you that you are the one. No, he has never felt like this before, and he must have you now. But you cannot fall for that shit, because it takes men much, much more time to bond than a woman. And if he's telling you all these things that sound right for you, and it's been a little bit of time, I can guarantee you that son of a bitch is lying. And 9 times out of 10, he's not going to stick around. Now, if you happen to sleep with him earlier than what you should, then what you need to do is you need to cool the relationship off, and you need to pull back. You need to pull back, which is why he acts cool and distant. You act cool and distant, but you act a little bit more cooler and distant, and he will come back. You got to know how to read and how to play the game to get what the fuck you want. Doing shit like sending pictures or having sex with someone when you're really not ready just to appear cool, hip, and attractive. No, you're going to end up dumped and motherfucking alone, and hopefully not scratching or dripping some shit that you did not want. No, you get in their head. Intrigue, mystery, curiosity make them chase you. Do not compromise yourself to get another motherfucker, because anyone who really cared for you, they would respect your boundaries. They would respect your standards. They would not ask you to do something that was uncomfortable. And you should never want to put yourself in that situation or be around someone who would ask you to do as such. So why do men attempt to get women to relax their boundaries to get what they want? Because they can. They're meant to chase and conquer. They're doing what they're wired to do. It's nothing personal. It's what it is. So if you understand the general mentality of guys, which is to chase and to conquer, and the sooner they chase, the sooner they conquer, the sooner they can run on to someone else, then that's why you pace the relationship. A guy is going hard, he's going strong, he's going intently. You make yourself less available. I'm not saying be hard to get or be difficult. You're just busy with other things. You give him less access to you. You don't sit on the phone for fucking hours and hours and hours talking to him, because eventually he's going to get what he wants and he moves the fuck on. No, you want him. If you really like him, you really want him, you feel he's really good for you, then you pace the relationship. You take your time. You fill your time schedule with things that makes you happy, and not spending all your time, energy, care, and attention paying attention to him. He pays attention to you at X. You pay attention to him X minus Y. Why? You think you're playing games? You're not playing games. You're stoking his fire and desire and passion for you to make him chase you. You want him to chase you, right? You want him to desire you, right? Then let him do what he does best, which is to chase. You show him that you're interested. You show him that you're available, and then you let him pursue you. Chase you so he can feel like he's winning you. But if you serve your ass up on a fucking platter to him easily, he's going to take you as you're easy, and he's going to think that you're common, you're average, and you're not worthy of him. He's going to take you and move the fuck on. Guys are doing what they are wired to do, and women are doing what they're wired to do. The only difference is we as women are missing the tools to do what is necessary to get what the fuck we want from relationships. Guys got their game down. For the most part, they know how to get what the fuck they want. But women, we need to know how to use what the fuck we have to get what the fuck we want. And I don't think we want fucking heartache and distress. So if you don't want heartache and distress, and we are the emotional compass of the relationship, then we need to use that to our advantage to get what we want. Stability, security, passion, love, desire. Get that guy that we really want. Not get used, abused, and tossed and wonder what happened. What happened was you didn't pace it. You didn't manage it. You didn't control it. And you gave in to your impulses instead of dealing with some discomfort and uneasy feelings. And now you're left empty-handed. Some things to think about. But the moral of the story is, you need to hold on to the shit that's good for you, and you need to let go of the things that's not good for you. If you have any questions, you can find me. You can hit me up. I always love a good question. Pace yourself. Know what your gifts are. know how to play the game to get what you want, and you will find that your life magically changes and starts to unfold in a much, much better way for you guys. I'll speak to you next week. Are you disappointed this has come to an end? Well, it doesn't have to. Reach out and let me know what you think about this episode and my podcast. You can try and slide into my DM, but I will kick your ass out. So I suggest you hop into my DM on Instagram at Difficult and Demanding or Twitter at Mrs. D&D, or leave a comment on one of my posts. Ooh, that was so intense. And I know you don't expect anything less. So let's do this again really, really soon. And come see me on Instagram at Difficult and Demanding and follow me. Episode 60 is here on January 11th, 2019 from the I'm Difficult and Demanding podcast.